The world of professional pool is unpredictable. The game has expanded rapidly over the past few years, and so has the drama. In this video, we're going to take a deep dive into the recent controversial decision from the World Pool Association, one of the major governing bodies of professional pool tournaments, to effectively ban nearly all of the sport's top players from competing in professional events. This is the billiards organization that benched nearly the entire pro circuit. It's undeniable that the recent growth in viewership and prize funds in professional pool has been spearheaded by Matchroom Multisport, the biggest promoter of the game. By establishing the World 9-Ball Tour and hosting tournaments with unprecedented prize pools, Matchroom, led by CEO Emily Fraser, has worked wonders for the game. While Matchroom has promoted billiards in the UK for years, they are fairly new to the American pool scene. And though the WPA claims to support the growth of the game, they didn't exactly welcome their new competitor's success. Matchroom put on 9-ball tournaments with professionalism at the forefront, while WPA tournaments were increasingly criticized for odd formats, small prize funds, inexperienced referees, and plain unprofessional behavior from tournament organizers, like requiring American pro Skylar Woodward to take a drug test just seconds after his heartbreaking World Championship loss. As Matchroom's World 9-Ball Tour grew in popularity, adding highly anticipated events with large prize funds like the Hanoi Open in Vietnam, the WPA began seeing them as a looming threat. They had a particular issue with the Hanoi Open, which fell dangerously close to the WPA's World 8-Ball and 10-Ball Championships. In June 2024, WPA General Secretary Jürgen Sandmann released a statement that felt more like a warning to players. The point? To discourage participation in unsanctioned events. Fancy talk for Matchroom events. Sandmann warned that playing in the Hanoi Open or any tournament purporting to be a world championship could lead to a minimum 6-month ban from WPA events. Players could request written permission from the WPA to participate, but the WPA would have full discretion and wasn't obliged to provide any reasoning. Something tells me those requests would be swiftly shot down. This letter hit the Asian cue sports community hard. The Hanoi Open had become one of the biggest events in the game and a celebration of Asian billiards, but now the WPA was threatening to ban players for simply participating. The pool community, being tight-knit, didn't take this lightly. Almost every top professional voiced their opposition to the WPA's decision, with many pledging to boycott WPA events. Top American player Shane Van Boening declared he wouldn't defend his World 8-Ball Championship title. Number 1 ranked WPA player Fedor Gorst also announced he'd be boycotting. World-class players Albin Ocean and Joshua Filler followed suit, standing in solidarity with the Asian players. But not for long. Both Filler and Ocean played in the WPA World 8-Ball Championship shortly after supposedly boycotting WPA events. Filler cruised through the field, easily winning the tournament against a weaker lineup compared to previous years. Now don't get me wrong, Joshua Filler and Albin Ocean are my top 2 favorite players, but this felt like a real dick move. The pool community largely agreed, and both players took to Facebook to explain themselves, citing prepaid travel expenses, sponsorship obligations, and even childhood dreams as reasons for bailing on their boycott. Matchroom responded by removing Filler from the lineup of the Reyes Cup, a highly anticipated event he had already qualified for. This move sparked even more controversy, with some comparing Matchroom's decision to the WPA's bans. Up until this point, Matchroom had seemed to take the high ground. Fast forward to October 2024. The Hanoi Open has come and gone, with Filipino straight shooter Johan Chua winning the tournament and pocketing the $30,000 prize. Almost immediately after the tournament concluded on October 15th, the WPA released another statement. This time, they banned 245 Hanoi Open participants from WPA competitions. This list included nearly all of the top talent in the game, from up-and-coming stars like Sam Henderson, AJ Manis, and Landon Hollingsworth, to established pros like Fedor Gorst, Shane Van Boening, and Carlo Biado. What these bans mean for the future of the game is still uncertain. Players will soon have to choose a side or be forced to, Matchroom or the WPA. In my opinion, the WPA has shot itself in the foot. Their entire argument hinges on the idea that the WPA is the sole governing body for billiards, which just isn't true. This would be like Bing claiming to be the only search engine or Pepsi saying they're the only soft drink. Would Bing or Pepsi survive if they banned customers for using Google or drinking Coke? It makes no sense that an organization claiming to advocate for the game would bar nearly every top player from their events. Don't they want to showcase the best talent? Will their world championships still be prestigious or legitimate now that most of the top players can't even compete? Will Joshua Filler keep robbing WPA events with such a weakened field? These questions remain unanswered, and we'll have to wait and see. If you've made it to the end of this video, thank you for sticking around. This is a new content format for the channel, so I'd really appreciate your feedback in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more billiards content. See you in the next one.